about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a shotgun run call. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
The back's got it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the second down play. And there's the handoff. And they finally stopped him, but a decent gain that time.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the 1st down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the 1st down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a 1st down.
Buckeyes move into the red zone. There's the handoff. Look at him run through those tacklers. And they're just able to get him down at the 1. So close. The Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry up. Ball handed off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Point after, not quite through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Set it down for the offense. 1st down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to pass here. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Knowles.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the defense look slow that time.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Florida State 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands. It's Vaughn. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry up. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down. And the Knowles will try to keep this drive moving.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
The Seminoles trying to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to extend the play. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
And they'll bring him down after a short game, moves the football inside the 5. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. He'll hand it off. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The Knowles looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Passes the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the left side.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Bringing pressure. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the mark. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Big-time gamble coming up. Coach going for it this close to his own end zone. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. The DB's backing off from the line now. Defense is coming after him. Just trying to get rid of it. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the wideout goes in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, 3rd down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's hit just before the throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 20. At the 10 now. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. I'm so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decided to take care of the football and looking for a big play here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. And now another deep ball here. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Crosses the 10. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Suddenly off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. surprised if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half. Backed up, and he lobs it deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
Incompletion makes it second down. No press here. The defense backing away. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
We'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Oh, and it's blocked. Oh, and they picked it up. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. The kick mishandled. The ball is loose. And he's out of bounds here on the return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Seminoles will crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pocket breaking down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. Fourth down is very long, but the offense is still on the field. They're going to go. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's looking deep here. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on fourth down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And he'll drop back here on third down. QB to the tight end for a completion. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown continues. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead.
That makes the score Ohio State 51, Florida State 14.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to scramble to his left. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. Only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a 1st down.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Caught in the flat by the running back. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He makes the grab. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. The Noles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And the Seminoles will line up on 1st and 10.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Florida State, number 32, with the carry.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. There's the snap. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Running out of time in the pocket. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Via the screen. Loss of 9. Brings up second down.
Second down play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Offense looking to throw the ball. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. State offense heads back onto the field. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38. And the Noles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Vaughn. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. And a move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. They get him down after the completion. The Seminoles are in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. Touchdown, Noles. This offense cannot be stopped. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he makes it in. The 2-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer now. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And now the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they finally make the tackle, but an explosive play by this offense to wrap up the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 51, Florida State 30.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And this one is getting ugly. That's another touchdown, a dream performance for this running back in the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they are struggling.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're going to run the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Looks like the defense has it.
Well, already playing with the lead here in the national championship, this defense is opportunistic. Eyes on the football, running to the ball, good team pursuit. When that ball hits the ground, they jump on top of it for a critical turnover.
First and goal here for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Ohio State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Florida State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Finds room at the 30. Keeper for the first down and more. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
It's one thing to design a play for a quarterback to run the football, to pick up big yards like this, but Chris, this guy drops back to throw. Everybody's got their back turned. He pulls it down, and
that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Gets past the tackler into open space now. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Well, Chris, that's a combination of really good blocking and outstanding patience by the back. He waited and used his vision and patience to allow that play to open up and then accelerated through the hole to give him that huge gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Second down play coming up for this offense. Oh, here comes the reverse.
There are so many play callers that get into the red zone and they get worried about the negative aspects of a certain play call. Not this guy. I love that you're willing to take advantage of your playmakers, do whatever it takes to gain yards and put the ball into their hands.
The Buckeyes will line up here on first down and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. It's going to set up a very important second down call here.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Looking to score with a run to the right. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Buckeyes. To stretch the lead, the route is on. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship. in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk of this offense through the air.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The Noles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass caught, can he get in? And he will score! Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
72. Florida State, 36.
And the hands team able to recover the football.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Same mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
State.